1.5 billion views this month just across all the 36 channels we're running right now. Now, that may sound like a lot, but that's also through a lot of different niches. So in this video, I'm going to explain every single niche you guys can use to actually help you grow your channel. I'm also going to be ranking them in a tier list so you guys can kind of understand what's going to work, what's okay, and what's definitely not going to work and you should stay away from. Also, this is day 3 of the View Maximizing Bootcamp. If you haven't already watched days 1 and 2, just go ahead and watch them now. I go over a lot of information in this bootcamp, and over the next 30 days, I'm going to be basically sharing everything I've learned over the past 8 years and my 26 billion generated views. So I think this knowledge is pretty valuable, and I'm giving it for free for you guys. So if you want to check it, you can also look at the YouTube playlist as well. I have it all listed there. Just literally just click on it and watch it. No opt-in required. All right, let's just get into this. We're gonna go, go through each one and explain it in detail so you guys know why it's good or bad. So the first one we have is motivation or hope core. So this niche, it's okay. I'd put it in probably B tier just because the RPMs for these niches are very, very high because you have people like Alex Hormozi, David Goggins. These people have a very high United States audience, and because of that, you're gonna have higher RPMs. Now, the problem with this is there's just not a lot of people who actually care about it. A lot of people don't even know who David Goggins is or Alex Hormozi is, so it's very limited. But you can make a lot of money from it. We have some channels making around anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 a month with just talking about people like Mr. Beast or Alex Hormozi or David Goggins and doing motivational content. Now, this is only one channel we're actually running here, and their income is kind of inconsistent, so that's why I'm putting it in B tier. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. The second one we have is cars or car edits. Now, car edits, I would actually put in A tier because it is very easy for anyone to be able to watch a car edit and be able to actually enjoy it. You don't have to be a car fan to be able to watch a car edit because you see it and you think, ooh, that's so cool, right? So as long as you are making good content in the car niche, you will get pushed out. Also, the car community has a very strong community of people who actually like, watching this stuff. So as long as you make a edit of a car look really nice, it will get pushed out regardless. Now, the iShowSpeed edits, the infamous iShowSpeed, W Speed, these videos do very, very well. Immediately putting this in S tier. We have a couple channels as well that's running this, and we're scaling it up very quickly. Some of them are at 6K, some of them are at 10K a month, and these channels are just crushing right now. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the iShowSpeed community is just so big. When you do an iShowSpeed edit, just you have everyone from the community flocking in and doing the W speed at the end. Just immediately gets more engagement. The RPMs are pretty okay. They're like around 20 cents, so it's not like the worst, not the best. But Speed has a very large United States audience, so it's a very, very good niche to get into. Also, it's really easy to source clips. You won't get demonetized because Speed allows you to be able to source his clips. So I think it's pretty good. Also, moving on to as well, now we're doing iShowSpeed, the skull edits. I'm actually gonna put this in A tier. It should be in B, but recently there's been more of an uptrend. YouTube actually doesn't like the skull edits, surprisingly enough. The skull edits niche is not really ideal for long-term growth. Your channel will spike and then it'll die down. Making a reformative skull edit video is pretty difficult because a lot of these videos that are being uploaded, they're basically videos that have been posted everywhere on the internet. So, you're most likely not going to get as much views because of viewer fatigue. They see the same clips over and over again. Now, if you find new clips and then you post it, and you probably can squeeze through YouTube's policies, but it's just a little, it's okay, right? It's okay. I have a couple of channels that are making money from it, but I always have the risk of like, okay, hopefully we don't lose this channel because it gets demonetized or something else. All right, now, yeah, that's why I put it in A tier because it's still popping right now. You can still pull a crazy amount of views. And remember, I'm ranking these in best niches to get into to make the most money and get the most amount of views. For example, David Goggins, this motivational, it's good for making money, but you're going to get more views and make more money here in the iShowSpeed niche. All right, next is anime edits. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to put anime edits in C tier. Actually, I'm going to put it in D tier. The reason why is because there's a lot of copyright strikes going on right now, and anime is one of them. If you do any type of anime edits, you will have some random Japanese company that's going to come after you because they don't like you using their content. So I recommend not using anime edits. A lot of companies or channels that are actually just running anime channels in general, they're demonetized. That's why they have Patreon, so you can subscribe to them. Just in general, anime is not the best niche to get into. I know a lot of you guys, some of you probably watch it, and it's really not a good thing to get into. All right, now we have movie edits, like Marvel edits or any type of shows. These I'm gonna put in C tier. All right, if you're doing Marvel, it is okay. The problem is Marvel will come after you, right? Same thing with anime edits, but the thing is, a lot of these movies are American owned, so they're a little more lenient if you're really, really reformative. But at the end of the day, if you're using a movie clip from, a movie, they have the rights to that movie and they can take you down regardless of what you do. So yeah, I recommend not really using any type of anime or movie clips, but I'm gonna put movies above anime because you're less likely to get demonetized and there's more chance to do reformative content. Next, we have hope core content. So this is a little different from motivational. It's more hope core, like the Superman, and then you have some type of like meme that's like good people. It's more hope core. Now this, if you do ranking with this right here, I'm gonna put this in B tier next to David Goggins. But the difference here with the hope core niche is it's a little easier to output content if you just have like a still image. Now you can potentially get demonetized because it may not be reformative enough if you're stealing people's content, but as long as it's reformative, it's okay. The RPM is decent if it's in English, but you will have a lot of older people watching this, which is why you're going to have higher RPMs. All right. Now we're getting into more better niches like ranking. Now, a lot of people think ranking is dead, and I would put this in S tier. All right, because I actually have two ranking channels that we're running right now, but one of the channels that was making 10K per month recently got demonetized. So I'm going to put this in A tier. The reason why is because ranking is pretty easy to get demonetized with. The reason why is because, again, you're using other people's content, but it is good because if you're informative enough and you squeak through the cracks, you can pretty much have a channel that's, pushing pretty hard. But eventually you may get caught on to like some type of demonetization or some strike. Even the channel that we're running right now has currently 2 strikes on the other ranking channel. Now, luckily, we run underneath different LLCs and then we have different Gmails underneath those as well. And then we have different digital addresses just to dilute risk of having our entire ads account taken down. But overall, ranking is still a good thing to get into. I wouldn't like stop it. And like also with Sora AI, which we're gonna get into a little later in this ranking, I really recommend doing ranking to start off because it helps you understand how to source clips, how to paste clips, and overall how to actually just make better videos and understanding what goes viral and what doesn't. Okay, commentary. All right, now commentary, this is a huge niche to get into. There's so much things that you can do with commentary. You can do commentary on animals, you can do commentary on ranking, you can do commentary on cars, you can do commentary on drama. It doesn't really matter what it is. So I'm gonna put this in S tier, right? Because just commentary is a great niche to get into. So much versatility with it. And personally, we have a lot of channels that are doing well with commentary. I would recommend getting into commentary if it's one of your first channels because it's just going to teach you pacing and everything else with the YouTube game. And also, like when you look at your retention graph when you're doing commentary and you're able to see, hey, this dip happened here, you can literally go back to whatever your AI, whatever you said in this video, and say, hey, okay, I said the 2 times. I'm not going to say the 2 times next time. Or you're going to see, hey, I was kind of repeating myself here. I'm not going to do that again. And then you can instantly get feedback in your next video. So commentary is a very W niche to get into. Next one is ranking plus commentary. All right, so we have ranking here and commentary here. We're going to put the ranking plus commentary immediately in S tier as well. I know commentary and ranking plus commentary is kind of the same thing, but I like putting this one a little bit differently. The reason why is because you can also do ranking plus commentary is a little bit more advanced because after you master the ranking and after you master the commentary, if you do ranking plus commentary, it's reformative. You get lots of viral clips and you can get pushed out to a wider audience. I would say the only downside of commentary is it's only to English speakers. Let's say someone speaks Portuguese or someone speaks Spanish or someone speaks Japanese or someone speaks Arabic or whatever it is, right? They won't understand the English, and because they don't understand English, they won't be able to watch the videos, and you will limit your reach. Now, there's an argument that you can have higher RPMs if you're doing content in only, one language, because let's say it's English, you're going to have a lot higher RPMs because English speakers have more money. But regardless, I would say commentary and ranking is a great niche. Sora AI. All right, now Sora AI is actually a much newer niche, and we're putting this right in S tier as well. We have 2 channels we're running right now. One of them has gotten 225,000 subscribers within 3 weeks of doing Sora AI commentary, plus the 4 call to action method. Now, I'm not going to explain that in this video because remember, this is day 3 of the bootcamp. We're going to go into that a little more later, but it's a great niche to get into regardless. Sora AI is pretty W. Roblox. Guys, we're gonna put this immediately in deep. No, I'm just kidding, guys. S tier, of course, as well. Roblox is a really good niche to get into if you haven't already. Roblox is killing it right now. We have one channel that we own that's currently at 500 million views this month on Roblox. We also have a lot of our students in Roblox as well, pulling anywhere from 60 to 300 million views as well. So we're crushing it in the Roblox. It's just a lot of money to get into. Now, and I'm sure you guys have heard of like, 99 Nights or Steel Brain Rot. Those are the best niches to get into Roblox right now. If you're going to get into Roblox, do a popular game. Don't do some random game or else it won't get as much views. Now, I'm sure you guys know Roblox rants, where you have a Roblox character in the background and then you have ranting. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to put this in B tier. All right. The reason why is because rant videos, they do okay. Now, we have one of our students who are actually running a Roblox rants channel right now, but it's doing good. Like they're at like 6K ish per month right now, but there's not too much scalability with it, which is why we're trying to automate it and get to other channels. The reason why is because Roblox plus rants is going to limit yourself to people who only like Roblox and only speak English. Because of that limitation, you're going to also get limited reach as well. All right, Fortnite. A lot of you guys probably used to play Fortnite and don't play anymore because it's kind of dying. But Fortnite is still doing okay. I'm going to put this in B tier just because there's still a lot of viewers who are playing Fortnite, but the views have dropped off a lot. We still have a couple people in our community who are running Fortnite games, but they're not really performing the way they need to. They're getting anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. A lot of Fortnite creators have died down in views because Fortnite is a kind of a dying game in terms of viewership, because a lot of people who used to watch it have moved on to Roblox or just grown up. Now the Fortnite plus commentary, we're gonna put this in C tier because it's kind of the same thing in Roblox. It's more limited reach. All right. Now we have like Speedy McQueen or Spice or these type of commentary skit guys. If you can make very good skits, because remember, this is a very low barrier to entry niche. And because this is a very low barrier to entry niche, it is really easy to get into it. Now, you have to be willing to show your face and to be able to make funny content. Now, this content is very easy to go viral if you can make good content. It is very hard to get into. So I'm gonna put this in S tier because it takes a lot of skill. I actually have talking head videos I do on my Instagram and TikTok as well. And we have our Instagram also at 40,000 followers. We have two TikToks at over 10,000 each, and we do commentary on there as well. Now, commentary on Roblox with skits is way harder to do. It's really high barrier to entry, but regardless, it's still really good if you can get into it and you want to start a personal brand that can scale later into something bigger, then do skits. Also, if you're running any type of business, just learning the idea of doing skits in general is just really good. If you can do skits, you will get more reach and build personality with your audience. Now, we're going to talk about news. All right, so before I actually rank this one, I want you guys to understand that news is only going to be particular to people in certain demographics. For example, if there's news on Trump, people in America who are older are probably going to care about that more than people who are younger, and you're going to limit your reach. But you're also going to increase your RPM. You can also do news on certain topics, like for example, if you play Fortnite, you can do Fortnite news, and then you're going to have a certain sub niche of that as well. If you're going to do news in, for example, Hollow Knight, right? You can do a Hollow Knight news. Hollow Knight's like a game, and you can do like news in that. Now, do I recommend you start a news channel or a news commentary channel? It's okay. You can make money from it. It's also reliant off there's trending news. If there's not trending news, then you really aren't going to go viral. And I want you guys to get consistent money over a long period of time. I don't want you guys to get into something that's going to make you, get viral and then you're going to die off as well. For example, with all of the stuff happening in Jamaica right now, it's very awful. And there's been lots of news around it. We have one of our students who are making commentary around this and just basically spreading the information to people. He had a viral video that got like 5 million views, and then he made another one. Because the news has kind of died down from it, it's now back down to like 30K, 40K jail. So I'm going to put this in C tier. The limit is it's limited by reach and language, and we don't want to really be limited. All right, Reddit stories. I'm sure you guys remember when Reddit stories was a very, very popular thing. And it still is okay. It doesn't have as much reach as it did before because it's kind of died down, but it still does do okay. So we're actually gonna put this in A tier. We have some channels that are making like $9,000 to $12,000 a month on ranking. So I are on Reddit. So I recommend you guys can try it. It's really easy to source content. You can do commentary over it. You can argue this is commentary, but it's okay. And then last one we're going to do that's still kind of popping is did you know content? So like, did you know is like, did you know that in the Flash he can do this? Or did you know that in this show this guy can do this? Or did you know that Messi or Ronaldo or blah blah blah? All right. I know I have Flash here, but this is actually more of just a did you know niche, and it's more just talking about it. Now, it's good things and bad things about this niche. The good things is there are sub niches, right? So you could do, did you know in DC? You could do did you know in a certain anime? You could do did you know in a soccer player? You could do did you know for cars? You could do did you know for content creators, right? So it's a very versatile niche, but it's always going to be limited by reach because the did you know is only going to be limited to the niche that you're actually uploading in for your content. We're going to put this in B tier. There is good money to be made. There is sustainable money to be made. There is not a lot of reach to be made for this niche. All right, and that's everything for our niches. You can see here and take this as you will. Remember, this is my experience from 36 channels and 8 years of experience. This is day 3 of the bootcamp going over niches, so I hope this was helpful. If there's any niche that I didn't cover in this video that you want me to just give a little quick feedback about, go ahead and leave a comment and I will actually respond and I will say, hey, this niche is not good. Like if you say, hey, Devin, is this niche good? Is ranking water bottles a good niche? I'll respond to you saying, no, it's not. or yes, it is, So also, go ahead and join the Discord if you guys haven't already. It's going to be linked in the description. I really hope this video was helpful. I give all this information for free. This is day 3 of the bootcamp. I'll catch you guys in day 4. If you haven't watched days 1 and 2, go ahead and watch it now. And also, if you want to apply to Work With Me 101, click on the second link in the description and you can apply to Work With Me 101. We have a lot of students pulling insane amounts of results right now. A lot of them are hitting crazy numbers. Some of them here, literally one of our guys actually just got his first YouTube plaque as well. Yeah, he actually got his first YouTube plaque within 3 weeks of being in the program. So pretty proud of him is Tristan. We actually made a video on him a couple weeks ago, but yeah. Anyways, catch you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Love you guys. All right, bye.